So I met this amazing man, looked just like Paul McCartney, fell in love with him immediately. We decided that we wanted to move in together, and we were planning to be married. Before that happened, he started slurring his words. He started tripping for no reason. So we started running some tests on him, sat us down and told us that Stephen had ALS. So Stephen was told to prepare to die, and they gave him 6 months to 2 years. For me, they're like, you're much too young to be a widow. And Stephen's like, I want to give you your freedom. Like, you deserve that. I don't want to burden you. I wanted so badly to journey with him. And I said, you have to let me help you. I want to be there. I can do this. I can put my life on hold. I'll do whatever it takes. And from that, we did marry. And we took a trip to Alaska. And we had this cloud over us, this death sentence. It was so heavy. One day, we decided he wasn't dying of ALS. He was living with ALS. Shifted everything, literally. It was like we saw the world differently. We had hope. Now that we're living and we're not dying, how can we live? And greatly. And so we decided to have a child. We had a little girl, and we named her Madison. And 4 years later, we had a son, Derek. So we had our perfect family. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. I had to feed him, care for him full time, and I was still a soldier. It was really challenging, and if I look back, I have no idea how I did it. You know, maybe I had youth on my side. I made a promise to him I would never, ever put him in a long-term care facility. I really felt I owed that to him. I wanted him to live his life. So I took early retirement from the military. I think Stephen, being able to see me back home with my family and my friends, he was able to look out the window, see his children play, and know they were safe. What day is it today? Father's Day. What are you doing with Father? And then he died very peacefully in his sleep. It was literally a couple of weeks after we moved into the home. So I really think he held on. I think he wanted to hold on for me. And I think in his heart, he needed to see us safe. He needed to see us in our new home. And then I really put a lot of my passion into working for the ALS Society. Helping families was just a way that I could feel better, I think. I felt that I had purpose. I found meaning in something that was difficult. When Maddie was about 11 years old, she came to me and she said, Mom, you know, when I touch my arm, I don't feel anything. So I knew that it wasn't normal and that we needed to get that checked out. And they told me that she had a rare form of bone cancer called Ewing sarcoma. And I fought for a high-dose chemo stem cell transplant for whatever the most aggressive we could do, which made her very, very sick. These are Maddie's bravery beads, and each one of them tell a story. So every time she had a treatment, she would get a bead. And so they really tell her journey, which is pretty extraordinary. So one day they said, we've done everything we can do. There's nothing else we can do for her. The machine started crashing. All the bells went off. And they ran down the hall and they said, get Mrs. Babineau, her daughter's going. And I ran with her, the doctor and I realized she was waiting for me to release her. I remember just bathing her and I was focusing more on her face. I didn't want to, I wanted to make sure that I never forgot what she looked like. I wanted it seared in my memory, you know. And as I watched her, I would see scars. She was a warrior. She was a warrior. She was gifted with a wish from the Children's Wish Foundation, and she used her wish to build a school in Africa, hoping that it would help children. And she raised money to build a well to go with her school. So before my daughter passed away, I was able to create a beautiful legacy. And so I was able to start a charity called Maddie's Everlasting Wish. And it brought meaning and purpose for me to continue her dreams. So she became my role model, in a way. We now have raised over $250,000. How can I be this person I used to be? Because I had been in such a dark place for so long, I had to come out of that habit and then change it to something more positive. You can really surprise yourself at what you can do, for sure. I was able to write a book called The Girl Who Gave Her Wish Away, which was really cool. And then I started speaking in schools and talking about leaderships, and regardless how old or young you are or your circumstances, you can make a difference, and I believe that. So I think a big part of my happiness that I'm experiencing right now is that I have remarried. You know, if I had stayed at that dark place that was withdrawn and angry and shut down, well, you're not open to anything. So as I practiced opening my heart over and over again, love came in. It's wonderful. I think my daughter and my husband were a gift. They were a gift to me. And my gift back to them is to being the best person I can. The best person I can be. And so that's what I try to live up to every day.